Hey Team DDP, it's Trav here once again with day 15 of DDP Yoga Project Keg to a Six Pack. It's Monday, December the 10th, 2012, and just got done doing another fat burner. Did a whole day of gluten free and dairy free. And and the tentative is going to see how long I can go with this and see what happens. It's going to be a short-term deal because it is the holidays. I know there's a lot of things we can do, but to go through the hard stuff there, I'm choosing to be realistic and say, if gluten or dairy come into the picture, once in a while isn't going to be bad. By the end of the holiday season, we'll be at the 30-day point. And, after Christmas will actually be that 30-day point. And I'm going to go gluten-free, dairy-free, full-time, done. That's the plan. That's the deal. During the holiday season, being realistic, slowly moving myself away from it there. Did pretty good today. Actually, I fooled my son here. Usually he has cereal for breakfast, and he likes milk, and he's always concerned about the expiration date on the milk and such there. So I do have regular milk for him just in case, but I replaced this stuff today with almond milk. Didn't say a word about it. He was fine with it. I didn't tell him. I haven't told him yet that what he had was almond milk and not real milk. Whether he actually notices or not, I'm going to give it a few days. I'm going to see, what he does. So, in between the energy and the fat burner work, obviously, jiu-jitsu tonight, and Morgan stayed at home with me today, or stayed at home working on a project. I went jiu-jitsuing on, it was a two-man session today. So we did some technique, did some good throwing, did some good okemi. I've had some comments on, you hear me talk about martial arts and stuff there, and think about, hey, you want to incorporate martial arts into the workout, which I'd say, great, do it. It's definitely it's definitely something that can only improve yourself. The question I get there is, what should I look for? What should you look for, and what kind of art should you go into? Well, and my answer is depends on A, what's around you, and B, what you're looking to accomplish. I mean, if you're, and there's no, I don't mean any offense to anybody that participates this way. If you're into the sports type of thing, a lot of sparring, a lot of, MMA, whatever else, all that's fine. You know what? I like watching MMA. I think people that do MMA are some of the hardest working people out there. Not my bag. This isn't. I do the traditional judo, jiu-jitsu, and karate. I've got a black belt in Shonryu. I've got several years of experience in Danzanryu Jiu-Jitsu. Form I'm getting in now to the dojo is Hotokan Jiu-Jitsu, which is a cross mix Sushui Jiu-Jitsu and some of their own stuff they're added in. But it's all very traditional martial art stuff. And I don't do martial arts for, saying I want to be the baddest man on the planet or whatever else. You do traditional martial arts to be able to improve yourself. That's what I really like about DDP yoga. Among everything else, flexibility, losing weight, gaining strength, whatever else. Overall, you do DDP yoga to improve yourself. And you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anybody else but you. Gives you focus, gives you clarity, gives you all that, and it fulfills that, striving higher and seeing where you can take yourself. And that's what martial arts does for me. Done martial arts for several years, one form or another. I haven't done just one art, so in that sense, I'm mixed martial arts. I'm the only reason I can say MMA or whatever else is I've mixed martial arts around, but I'm not a take mixed martial arts and get into a cage and put the the gloves on and the knee pads and whatever else and beat and submit somebody. So if I have to get into that position where I have to do that to somebody, they have probably crossed a line that they probably shouldn't have. And that's before I've exhausted every other option and I'm holding them down, waiting for the police to arrive or waiting for them to calm themselves down so they don't do something stupid to somebody else. So, the other thing is, it depends on what's around you. So, I'm in South Dakota. South Dakota doesn't have a whole lot of dojos. Most of them are Taekwondo, Hapkido, that sort of thing. And if you're into that, again, fine, do it. I gravitate more towards the Japanese arts, the Shorin karate, the Shotokan karate, Jiu-Jitsu. It's all, Japanese arts. Danzaru has more Japanese and Chinese kind of mixed in there. But it's mostly it's a Japanese art. So, is it better? Is it worse than other ones? No, it's not. And I don't think it's not necessarily as better or worse. It's better for me. It fulfills something in me, and that's what I do. If you find something else where you like to do kung fu, tai chi, ninjutsu, Bali, Savat, capoeira, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, doesn't matter. Do what you feel is the best fit for you. And you may have to feel out a few different dojos. Fill yourself out. See where the fit is. If you like working with a big group, Taekwondo and Hapkido, whatever else, they tend to gravitate more towards bigger groups. The Japanese arts tend to have smaller groups. I know for my dojo, there's a lot of times it's just Morgan, myself, and the sensei, or we may have 2 or 3 other people. Kids class, there's 5 or 6 kids, and myself and the sensei, helping along the kids and doing their stuff. So, but do what fill stuff out, do some research, do some legwork, and do it. Just give it, whatever you do, don't do it haphazard. Give it a legitimate chance, and if you like what it does for you, continue and do it. Like DDP had said, he doesn't want you to just buy his disc or whatever else and just watch them and sit on them. He wants you to do it. If you bought him, if you didn't do the DDP yoga, he wouldn't want you to buy the darn things. So if you go in and do it, do it. If it's good for you, great. If it's not good for you, you know what? Then pass it on to somebody that will do great for. But more and more I look at DDP yoga, the more and more people say that it does something for them. And it definitely has done something for me. So, Rah rah. Here's the pom poms. Yeah. So that's it for now. Kind of a little long-winded one today. So that's it. Day 16 tomorrow, and no dojo training there. So keep it going, keep it warm. Until I see you tomorrow, kids. Keep owning your life and owning this day. Bang!